this is event 1 for the intermediate pairs and the advanced pairs. So for the intermediate, for both the intermediate and advanced, got a 14-minute time cap. We got 50 single arm dumbbell overhead walking lunge, and then for the advanced, it's synchro handstand walk. Then we've got 50 box overs. So for the intermediate, box overs. For the advanced, box jump overs. And then 50 single arm kettlebell hang snatches for both of them, and then back through it. So 50 box overs back through, and then 50 meters of lunges or the synchro handstand walk. So the flow of the workout, the athletes will start at the start line. These are our 10-meter increments here, where these plates are. So one of the athletes will pick up the kettlebell in the overhead position, and then they'll begin their lunges. Just clear the first section. So that's the first 10 meters cleared. She can either put the kettlebell down or continue to go, but that's her 10 meters locked in, which equals 1 rep. Then once the athletes have completed that, they'll come forward onto their box overs. So for the intermediate, you can step over. For the advanced, it's a jump over. Okay, so that's for the advanced teams. Once their 50 is done, they'll come back to their kettlebell, and then they'll go through their 50 single arm kettlebell hang snatch. So the kettlebell will take it from the hang position and then into the hang all the way up overhead in one motion. Once they've done 50 kettlebell hang snatches, they will do their box overs again. So they're 50 box overs, and then they'll go back to their kettlebell, and then they'll finish their lunges all the way back to the start, or their handstand walks. All right, so we'll go over the movement standards. For the kettlebell overhead lunges, the athletes have to be entirely feet fully behind the cone or our marker. So if this is our marker here, like this, her feet have to be behind it. So if her toes were say here, and she started there, that'd be a no rep. Okay, so fully behind, and then for a rep to a section to fully clear, her heel has to fully pass over. So if you come over to this one, and then get all the way over the top. Yep, so that's where the last lunge would finish. So just do like the last lunge as a demonstration, and then stand all the way up and then lock out, and then she can go down. So the kettlebell must remain in the overhead position. The kettlebell, your arm can be bent, but it can't touch your shoulder or your head, okay? So you don't have to lock out, but the kettlebell must be above your shoulder and not touching your shoulder or your head. That is the overhead lunges for the intermediate, and they're sharing. For the advanced teams, it's going to be a synchronized handstand walk. So for the movement standard on that, just like the elite individuals and just like those lunges, your fingers have to start entirely behind the marker, the cone, and then to successfully clear a section, your palm has to be fully over the top like that. For the synchronized, to meet the requirements, both people have to be in the handstand with their fingers behind the line before they progress the section, and then same thing, they both have to have passed the next increment. But they don't have to pass like synchronized. For example, if Leticia and I were doing a handstand walk, she was back there a little bit, I've passed, okay, and then I've kicked down, and then she gets to the end, and then she passes, she can kick down, okay? But at the start, you both have to be behind the line before you start to go. And we'll do a bit of a demonstration. We'll see if we can get a section. Okay, ready?
Yep.
So that's one section done. And then if we were to start again, then we would have to start to here. Okay? You can do as many sections as you want in one go, but the minimum requirement's 10 meters. Just to go over that again, you have to be fully behind the line with both partners in the handstand before you progress. and then you both have to clear over the end, and each partner can finish at any point as long as you clear the cone. Box overs for the intermediate. Okay, you can step over, you can jump over. You don't have to extend your hips. Both feet have to touch the box on the way over. So intermediate, you can do whichever. If you get a no rep, you have to come around and redo that same side. For the advanced, you have to box jump, but you can step down. Okay, so you can box jump, step down. Or you can box jump and then jump down. Pretty straightforward. And then our kettlebell hang snatch, movement standard for both of the divisions. It's from the hang, okay? So you have to deadlift it. You can't take it from the floor all the way overhead in one motion, okay? It has to be from the hang, and it has to go from the hang all the way up overhead in one motion. And then for the lockout to count, your knees, hips, shoulders, elbows have to be fully extended with the kettlebell directly above your shoulder, okay? Okay, the scoring for both the overhead lunges and the handstand walks are exactly the same. So a 10-meter increment is 1 rep. So once you complete 50 meters successfully, you get 5 reps. Okay, that is event 1 for the teams.